Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Arizona Dreams. Today we are in Anthem, Arizona, about 34 plus or minus miles north of Phoenix. And we're going to be doing a driving tour. So check this out and join us while we check out Anthem, Arizona. Anthem is a master plan community done by Del Webb, as the sign just showed you. One of the cool features of Anthem is the fact that they are very heavily family designed. So there are bike trails and walking trails and paths. I'm calling them trails, but a lot of them are paved all over Anthem. So our first stop today is going to be Anthem Veterans Memorial. Obviously, as the name indicates, it's a memorial to the vets. It's right here on the left. All right, so again, we're in Anthem. We're at the community park, and specifically we are at the Veterans Memorial. We're gonna walk over here and check it out, but this is part of the community park, so you can see they've got some other things going on, like the farmers market over here. You hear some music playing. So let's stroll this way a little bit. The memorial, it stands for the 5 branches of the armed forces. So you can see the plaques on the side. The colors are white and red, and then there's some blue. We have the flag, of course, and it is specifically designed so that those little ovals, ellipses, whatever you want to call them, on 11/11/11, they will shine down and spotlight the plaque, which we'll go check out. The other cool thing is all these red bricks that you see on the floor, which we'll also give you a closer look at, have the names of fallen soldiers. All right, so this is the seal for the United States of America. And again, this is what gets spotlighted by the ellipse that you see. My son is massaging the ellipse on. And you have the branches of the U.S. military. So Coast Guard, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, and of course the Army. I told you that we're at the community park. One of the things that's happening, it looks like every Sunday 9 to 1, is the farmers market. And you can hear them playing. There's a guy over there playing guitar. And you see the water feature over here. We're going to walk over towards that. There's a nice play area for the kids. This community park is 63 acres, which is pretty huge. It has an amphitheater. And obviously you see the green space, which we've been kind of walking around, as well as volleyball, soccer, football, baseball. This is a little lake or pond, and this is stocked, you can tell, because there's a guy fishing. Lots of opportunities to picnic, to have a lunch and make a day of it here. My understanding is that Anthem also has quite a few festivals and celebrations. So I'm sure, much like the farmers market, there's things that are going on here all the time. Doesn't look like this path goes on.
And then
Pretty cool waterfall, man. All right, so this is, I mentioned they had a train here. It's the Daisy Mountain Railroad. And you can see it's not tiny, but, you know, fun little activity. You pay for it over there at the rail house. Over towards the Adventure Playground splash pad. Obviously the splash pad is closed today. It's February, it's a Sunday, and it's about 50 degrees. All right, well, you can see that there's plenty of stuff for the kids to play on. This equipment's very kid-friendly, as you can see by the amount of kids. And like I said, it's a chilly Sunday morning. So things that a lot of our viewers have noted is that it isn't always sunny in our videos. Well, it is winter, but today we get all this beautiful sun, and it's 50 degrees. And I know that there's areas of the country that get spanked with snow, so enjoy it through us. Whoa! There is no shortage of water features here. I've noticed at least 4 ponds so far. And then in the distance you see the baseball parks that I was talking about earlier. So it looks like there's a few of them over there. The last bit of feature that we wanted to show you about the park is over here. There's an outdoor inline hockey rink, and there's also a skate park. I mentioned that Anthem is considered a family neighborhood. It was ranked 6 out of 65 Arizona cities for best places in Arizona to raise a family, and the best master plan community for children in Arizona, Foothills, best of our valley list in 2017. So a lot to offer, and you can still see there's more to that park that we didn't even reach over to. Right next to the park is the community water slide park, which is right here on the right. So you can see those water slides. In addition to those water slides, they have a community pool that is bigger than an Olympic pool. All this is covered under HOA, so yes, there is HOA for Anthem. That all the HOA fees incorporate fees for these community features. I told you how far we are from Phoenix, but I didn't tell you what's around here. So New River pretty much surrounds Anthem, and then Phoenix, of course, on one side. All right, so we're gonna go into one of these neighborhoods here. Hopefully it's not gated. Daisy Mountain and Gavilan Peak. Those are two big features that draw a lot of people to this area. This thing basically sits between mountains all around, so it's pretty much surrounded by mountains. And if you like that, you definitely want to check out Anthem. The only downside to Anthem that I can really come up with right off the top of my head is the fact that it is a good distance from Phoenix. So if you're commuting into Phoenix, you got to be aware that you're going to have a good drive going both ways. And I'm sure people can give better feedback on Anthem than I can. I talked about parks. The other thing, standard on most Arizona suburbs, lots of little green space and parks throughout the neighborhoods themselves. I mentioned biking and hiking opportunities. They're all over the place. The idea is to try to get people out and about and be very active in the community. There's also golfing available. I told you, the valley in general, it's hard to not find a golf course. For Anthem specifically, there's a Anthem Golf and Country Club. Anthem has 4 annual events every year. That's why it's annual. The Anthem Days in March and April. Music in May, it's every Friday in May, and they have an Independence Day celebration. They also have Autumn Fest in October. Besides those that they consider their 4 annuals, they also have what they call Java and Jammin', and it's every second Saturday in September to May. So there's new homes that are still building in Anthem, so there is still something available for you. New building has been proposed by Anthem Post Office for 2019. Median property value, it's approximately $320,000. The median list price currently is about $350,000, and the median sales price is about $341,000. As of December of 2018, Anthem is considered a buyer's market. So there is more available than there are buyers. In addition to this beauty, you get a great crime rating. It's an A-. So I'll mention the school ratings. They're also really solid. It's part of Deer Valley Unified District, which is a much bigger district than just Anthem. It covers part of Phoenix, I think part of Glendale. So this is part of Anthem Village Center. So you have Walgreens and some other shopping opportunities on my left. If you don't get enough shopping here, you can always go to the outlets at Anthem, which is right off of Anthem Way. I was talking about schools. Deer Valley School District, there's one that was an 8 rating, and that was a 9 through 12. That's the high school. There's one 10 rating, that was a K through 8. 2 9 ratings, PK through 8. And 2 8 ratings at PK through 8. That was all that were rated. There's 16 total schools that show for Anthem. The other thing that kind of differentiates this Anthem community is the streets do a little more winding than most of Arizona. Most of Arizona's, I've mentioned before, is a grid. Neighborhoods do tend to have a little wind, but you can see that even these more thoroughfares, the main streets, they are winding. It adds a nice break to the monotony, and they've got some really nice landscape around it. So we're on Daisy Mountain Drive right now, and there's another little shopping center. There's a Fry's in here, so the chains are up here. The economy kind of revolves around finance, insurance, real estate, healthcare, and then obviously retail. Anthem's cost of living, though, is approximately 29% higher than the U.S. average, so keep that in mind when you're looking at it. Demographic-wise, about 25,000 population, 85% white, 9% Hispanic, and 4% Asian. All right, well, this is Boulder Creek High School. They've got all the lot closed off, so I can't go in there and show you around, but this is an 8 on the Great Schools rating. I kind of touched jokingly on the fact that it's sunny today. The weather up here is similar to Phoenix, except for that it's a little bit cooler, and coincidentally, or interestingly, they get more rain here than we do down in the valley. Anthem is a very attractive place if you're raising a family. For us, the reason that we took it off our list is simply because of location. I work in the South Valley for the most part, and this just was not going to be a doable commute for us. For you pizza lovers, there's a Barrows up here.
Yay! Yay!
Apparently my family are fans. Something else worth noting, just like a lot of the valley, there are a lot of solar panel opportunities here, so if you're looking to reduce your electric bill, like pretty much 90% of the Phoenicians, there is certainly that ability here as well. This is the Enchantment neighborhood. Get ready to enter the land of enchantment. We're going into Majesty Trail, Majesty Court, so on and so forth. And it looks like a lot of desert landscape. But you can't complain about the views for sure. I mean, you can walk out in your front yard and see a nice big mountain right there down the street. And that's pretty cool. And that's one of the main reasons that a lot of people come here is you get the combination of the desert weather, but you also get some really beautiful landscape. It looks like this entire neighborhood is a single story. They look like pretty good sized homes. But you know the drill. Do your research. See what it has to offer. Anthem, Life in Abundance, established in 1999. Good to know. All right, so on my right hand is the outlets at Anthem. You see the sign here. There's another big sign that you can see from I-17. This is off of Anthem Way, and it's going to be, like I said, outlet stores. So you see there's Rack Room Shoes to Van Hoosen to Anthem Golf. And I'm sure there's a ton more. It looks like it's a good sized shop. I've actually never shopped here because it's a little out of the way for me, but there's Vans, North Face. So plenty of opportunities for hopefully what would be discount shopping since it is an outlet. Anthem is a truly family-friendly community. Again, the only downside, at least to me, is the distance, but if you can get a job up in this area, this could definitely be the place to raise your family. You know the drill. Subscribe, share, like, comments down below, ring the bell for the alerts. Check back for the next video, and just take care. Thanks.